How's it going, everyone? It's me, Vivi, and welcome back to another Ratchet & Clank discussion video. So, let's remember one thing. The 15th anniversary of the series is happening on November 4th, right? Before I proceed, I just want to say something. Thank you, Insomniac Games, for mentioning the 15th anniversary. It just shows how you guys are passionate about the series. Thank you. With that out of the way, are we expecting anything for the anniversary? Yes, two things. And to be honest, I think we're only getting these two things. But you never know. We have two figures, Clank and Ratchet by ESC Toy Company, which we can't see fully yet, we only see them from the back. And we have this art book, The Art of Ratchet & Clank by Dark Horse Comics, which goes over early art and concept, which is something I'm looking forward to. Now surprisingly, James Stevenson, community director, over on Discord, he gave us some sort of a clarification. And for those of you wondering what Discord is, it's pretty much the new community of Ratchet & Clank and everything Insomniac Games. Everything that we had in the past, the forums and everything, it got taken down. Discord is where it's at today. And the Reddit page. Anyways, Stevenson is one of the admins on the Discord server, and people kept wondering for other specials for the 15th anniversary. I, for one, to be honest, I was maybe imagining a remaster, or maybe an emulation on PS4, just like what they did with Jak and Daxter, the precursor Legacy. Now, Stevenson clarified, we are not getting a game. Not a game, not a game, not a port, not a re-release. He said not a game twice, maybe on purpose, so we shut up about a new game pretty much. And to be honest, new game, it's way too early. They're focused on Spider-Man and VR, so that makes sense. I'm not surprised. Not a port, aka remaster for the PS4, I think he's implying. I'll get back to that in a sec. Not a re-release. I'm assuming he meant emulation. Well, you can interchange the terms if you want, re-release and HD port, whatever. Now, Insomniac Games is an independent studio. They're not owned by Sony. Developers owned by Sony, for example, we got Sucker Punch and Naughty Dog. Now, not only Insomniac Games is a standalone developer, but they do not own Ratchet & Clank. Sony does. So the question is, whatever Sony plans for Ratchet & Clank when it comes to HD ports, do they automatically contact Insomniac Games? That information I do not know. If Sony does pick up a different team to work on an HD port, for example, do they contact Insomniac Games? Hey, we hired this team, they're going to bring the Future Saga to the PS4, for example. Insomniac Games, they don't handle ports usually. If you were to ask him a question on Twitter right now, hey, are you going to bring back the Future Saga? No, we don't handle HD ports. Voila. I might be completely wrong here. Seeing as how Insomniac Games doesn't handle HD ports usually, it's not up to them to decide for the remaster. Sony decides, and Sony hires the studio. So now let's analyze James Stevenson's reply in a different way. What he said could be what the team thinks when it comes to their current plans. This has nothing to do with Sony. Put Sony aside. If Sony did not say anything to Insomniac Games, then their reply makes sense, seeing as how they don't handle HD ports like I've said 5 times. Now, Sony, if they did hire a studio and haven't told Insomniac Games yet, then a remaster, it's still possible, but not for the 15th anniversary necessarily. And what Stevenson said, that applies for the 15th anniversary. So maybe later, Sony might decide to greenlight a remaster. For example, the Future Saga. But honestly, let's look at this a bit realistically. If Sony would hire a studio, they would tell Insomniac Games, and Insomniac Games would know, straight up. If not from Sony, then they would find out through the other developer, quickly. So for now, let's go with Stevenson's words. No ports, no HD remasters for the 15th anniversary. Now he replied later by saying, another fun thing is coming. Got one more thing that will be fun too. Not a game. Just well, no spoilers. Well, actually that was before he mentioned not a game, not a game, not a re-release, not a port, but you get the point. Now, what's in LA? Their corporate headquarters in Burbank. If it's not a game and is fun, what do you think it is? Free hot dogs? Pizza? A party? But then he said, it should still be cool if you aren't here. I get it. It's probably a live stream, seeing as how they're more into it these days. ever since the rebranding. The pre-TGS Sony press conference, we got nothing, and to be honest, it was pretty boring, and the games were more for the Japanese market overall. As for Paris Games Week, which is taking place on Halloween, yes, they did show a Ratchet & Clank PS4 trailer a while back, but Stevenson said we aren't getting a game for the anniversary, so I doubt they would announce a remaster before the anniversary if he said that we're not getting anything for the anniversary. As for PlayStation Experience, that takes place after the anniversary, so no, I'm not expecting the announcement of a new game. Like I said, it's too early, but we might see a Spider-Man trailer. It's now called Marvel's Spider-Man PS4, so maybe we might expect a trailer for that. Unless someone has tweeted at Insomniac Games and told them otherwise, I'm not too certain. So guys, let's make it clear. 15th anniversary is coming, so do not expect a remaster or an HD port, whatever you want to call it. Nothing like that for the 15th anniversary. If we are getting such a thing, they would announce it. Seeing as how Full Frontal Assault, the trailer was revealed 3 months prior to its release. And Full Frontal Assault was revealed during the reveal of the collection, which was in March. And on May 30th, well, on March, they said there's something special coming for the 10th anniversary, and on May 30th, they announced Full Frontal Assault. And that was the 10th anniversary special. That was months before the release, which was in November. So between now and the 15th anniversary, we got 2 months. Seeing as how Full Frontal Assault was announced a long time ago prior to its release, then I'm not expecting any sort of HD port. Maybe later, after the anniversary. But dude, Full Frontal Assault was a full game. Okay, let's go with the collection then. It was announced back in March 2012, and it got released in August 2012. So the announcement of a collection, which was also part of the 10th anniversary, was announced a few months back. So to announce a collection now, I'd say it's pretty much too late. Unless the situation is different this time, but I doubt it. So to recap, if Sony does hire a studio to handle an HD port, they most likely contact Insomniac Games first. Or maybe not, I'm not too sure. But seeing as how Ratchet & Clank is Sony's IP, they ultimately decide what to do with it. Insomniac Games simply work on it. But anyways, to finish off the video, no, we're not expecting the future saga on the PS4 for the 15th anniversary. That's out of the question. But as for the future, it's still possible. So with that being said, thank you for watching. If you have any sort of questions, leave them all in the comment section below. And as always, I've been Vivi, and thank you so much for watching.